Hello and happy Sunday. I know that sounds weird because most people are like, oh my god, it's the end of the work week, but for me, it's great. Hi everyone. It's Sunday. It's 10:31. We're live with some League of Legends as we continue to do the quest. Today's quest is, what was the name of the quest? It's something silly. It's, Trinket Time is today's quest. Ooh, we never put ourselves online. We should change that. Hello. This is now live because we are live. Live! Bam! Look at that. We're now live according to the computer. I did it! Also, this stream brought to you by one of the remaining cans of Mountain Dew Black Label. Mountain Dew Black Label has that crafted dark berry flavor. Such refreshing. Such dew. Delicious. Oh, God. All right. So here we go. Before we get into anything, let me say thank you to It's Too Late and Alex Tremblay, Labby Fur, Pyro Pixie, Alexander Studio, and Bonkers Law. Thank you guys so much for the host. Sugar crap. It's not. Listen to me good. Listen to me really good. It's not just sugar crap. It's delicious sugar crap. Processed through the booty blender. Oh, dude. Listen, let me enjoy the last fruits of what's left of Dark Berry. Because they're not making anymore. So what I have is what I have. Once it's out, it's out. And so I am indeed taking it to enjoy it as best as possible. Also, to answer your question, Kelly, if you're here, I understand about the quest being kind of annoying. But it's literally like, thankfully it's play one game every day. Which isn't too bad. So, at least there's that. At least it's not win a game. Because you're going to be unlucky and just be stuck forever. And that would suck. Scheiße. Officially, Legends of Runeterra is going back down and into the vault. So my original plan of playing Legends of Runeterra tomorrow are gone. The next time it will be back, oh, you motherfuckers! The next time it's going to be out is November 14th. The day before Pokemon Sword and Shield come out. Alright, fine. We'll make do. I don't know how, but we'll make do. I still can't believe you're like, it's disgusting, sugary crap. I'd also like to point out today I had some Ranome, which I haven't had in a while. That was kind of nice. They just started stocking it at the Japanese food market near me, which is really good. I'm actually happy. I just got to remind myself, like, as good as they are, they're still expensive. Alright, and then let's post this tweet. I'm sure we're going to have to say thank you to some people as the stream goes on. Let's get the Spotify up and going with the League of Legends music. Starting with Orin the Fire Breath Mountain. Write a letter to your congressman in protest. I can't. They literally... The problem is, SimDoc, is they stopped manufacturing it in July. Is the issue. They stopped manufacturing it in July. And most sodas will only last 6 months on the shelves. So that's July to August, August to September, September to October, October, November, November, December, December to January. Which means the longest one that's out there to survive will be January. Which means it's going to become much harder for me. Like, this case I have sitting next to me, well, several cases, was sent to me. Someone shipped it to my P.O. box, an anonymous person. I don't know who, but it's literally in a brown box with no label on it, sent anonymously. And I was like, what the hell is this? All right, here we go. So yeah, so who knows? I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I know the time is coming to an end. This is Touching the Glory. It's one of the songs that they play from time to time during the boot up of Pro. Yeah, the Orange song was only like a minute long. But this sounds very Pro Play is about to start kind of music. Also, someone sent me a private message on Twitter asking me for my review on my purple butt cushion, which was an interesting one. I can honestly say I never thought I would get that question. The purple butt cushion that was sent to me is nice. I'm enjoying it. And I don't have a spring in my ass anymore. So that's always a plus. Now if I only didn't have a spring in my body when I was sleeping in bed. He says that as a giant mattress will appear at my P.O. box. And I'll get a phone call from the Up S man going, what the hell's going on here? You're getting strange shit getting sent here now that don't fit in your box. Always for Demacia. Let's do shiny now. Shiny. Do I have a shield? There we go. Let's just get rid of that conversation altogether. We'll throw the Siegfried shield up to protect your eyes. We're just gonna... It's gone. It's like it never happened. Shield your chat, the Siegfried shield. Okay. I have a feeling we're gonna get in this game. I'm gonna have to mute the shit out of people already. Like, strange feeling. Strange feelings. Yeah, you don't... No. 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 I'm hoping they're a duo just screwing around. Let's drop the Siegfried shield and go into in-game mode. Yo, I raised that shield so hard. So hard. So we have a Yasuo, we have a Diana. Alright, so Yasuo versus Kayle is going to be interesting. Jhin Blitz is going to be awful. Yeah. Why do you think I raised the Siegfried shield? I did not want to have... I can't believe we're going to bring this up. So, like, that chat was almost like, as we would jokingly call it, the head of Ryan. 3 times is a charm. Alright, so the head of Ryan was created by Simdoc. Simdoc, we had a group of friends and we played Dungeons and Dragons together, and Ryan was a bit on the annoying side. We'll go with that. But, you know, we needed him because you need a certain amount of players to play Dungeons and Dragons. And so him and his roommate at the time came up with this magical artifact called the Head of Ryan. And it literally was like you'd walk into a room and you'd see a glass jar with a head in it and the mouth is just like moving. And if you pick the glass off, it would just start talking and talking, and you start taking like mental damage as this thing would just talk to you. And no matter what you did, it would never shut up. It would just keep going. I know karate. And one of the jokes was that if you've played Dungeons and Dragons in the past, was there was this 2 mystical artifacts that everyone jokingly wanted, which is the Hand and Eye of Vecna, which if you got both, you got all these super cool crack powers and all this other stuff. And basically what you'd have to do is cut off your hand and then put the Hand of Vecna on it, and it would become your new hand. And if you have to rip your eyeball out and put the eyeball from Vecna in it, and it would become your eyeball, and you get all these like artifact powers and shit like that. And so the joke was there was going to be a guide next to the Head of Ryan that if you replaced your head with his head, you would gain unimaginable power. And just trying to convince the players that they should do this. And the joke was that hopefully one day someone would actually cut their head off, and then the group put the head onto the person's body and then go, and nothing happens. What? Nothing happens. Just because of just like sheer horror. Ooh, you bitch. That was indeed a nice try. I won't lie. I mean, thankfully I was smart enough to freaking drop the vision and smite the damn thing. I'm also glad that they waited as long as they did, because if it was a little bit higher, then that wouldn't have worked. But to give you an idea of the type of person Ryan was, Ryan played in a LARP with us, and he played a sea captain, or at least a LARP I was in. Simdoc never played in the LARP with me because he thought LARPs were not cool or something. I don't know. And he was playing a captain and like supposedly had a vessel, and the name of his ship was the Typhoon. And like everyone was like, wait, why would you name yourself after an act that would destroy your vessel, you know? And he's just like, because it's so strong and powerful that not even a typhoon could take it. It was just like, what? I don't think it works that way. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do this. And then the other part was, so he was playing the ship captain, but like they were like, yeah, you have a ship, but you have to pay certain money to upkeep this boat. You know, like, we'll give you the boat, but there's going to be a cost to keep it up and running. And he's a new player, you know, at this game. And they're like, well, where am I going to get this money from? Well, that's where role-playing gives. Like, they came up with this idea, like, for him, that, like, he basically had a plot hook. They gave him a plot hook. And, like, he just didn't know what to do with it. Like, 100% didn't know what to do with it. And so what wound up happening was freaking he lost the boat. Because like he just never paid the debt on it. What lair character is that? Oh, wait, Dracon 37. Oh, God. Who are you? And how do you know Lair? Yo, it's Kutch? Freaking what's his name? Ryan's character. He was the one that, like, eventually joined the Merchants Guild. Yeah, Dre. With the ship Typhoon that he lost. And the only reason why he joined the Merchants Guild was because they were like, all right, we created this plot hook for you and you did nothing with it. So the Merchants Guild bought it out like from under you, and like it was just like, what? Yeah, they just bought it. Because you weren't paying your amount and your crew wanted to be paid and all these people wanted to be paid, and that was when Master Silk was running the Merchants Guild. The bloody no cares bar, like I'm gonna be a bloodthirsty merchant, Master Silk. And literally they were just like, you want a boat? And he was like, yeah, I want a boat. And he just bought the boat with the Merchants Guild's money. But that was also back when the Lord's game was going on. When my character was the most broken thing in the Lord's game because of all my mercantile skills. I think my character was the reason why they got rid of the Merchants Guild, because like I unbalanced the whole Merchants Guild because of how the system worked. Because just like I had, like everyone had like maybe 1 or 2 craft skills, and I was sitting on like every point of build was craft skills. It was like they didn't know what to do with it. It was just like I joined Iowatch, and just like Iowatch went from the poorest barony to the richest barony overnight. Hello, friend. But like I remember I had jeweler and I had gem crafter and I had brewer. Like I had all these things. And that's why Master Silk hated me. Because I was such an unbalancing force in the Lord's game. And on top of it, I refused to join the Merchants Guild. I mean, he didn't know it was because of backstory reasons, but it is what it is, you know? My character didn't like being strong-armed, and freaking his first tactic was to try and strong-arm me. Yes, I also own the Alchemist Guild too, which was the other thorn in his side. Because I undercut his alchemy prices. Like before I was handed the Alchemist Guild, alchemy was just like unobtainable from anyone. And so like he was the only one that had alchemy in the game. And then I got it and I was just like, alchemy for everyone. That's why I started the just give me the components and I will build it for you. Yep. Well, when Garrett left and he handed me the Shard of the Philosopher's Stone, which had the innate ability of unlimited point pool to make potions, I literally had nothing. There was no limiter on me. So all I had to do was spend time in reagents. And the Shard of the Philosopher's Stone cut creation in half. You know, so like it was like where normally to make a level 4 alchemist thing would take an hour, I can make 4 in that 1 hour and eat no points from my pool. But you gotta remember, the Shard of the Philosopher's Stone was a freaking artifact. Let's talk about some of the artifacts Struzzi was walking around with. I'm Struzzi, the white sorcerer who gets to do warlock skills. You know? I'm Struzzi, the white sorcerer who can, with a point of my finger, go like this, and the sorcery is done. Once per cycle, he could just complete a low-level sorcery. Yeah, I've heard. I've heard it's gotten a lot better. There's a part of me who I want to go back. I really do. But then there's a part of me that knows that there's the group that does not like me, who would probably metagame and kill my character. And that's the issue. Is I would love to go back. I would love to go and bring Alexander back. You know, I've gotten the phone calls from a few people that are like, man, you need to come back, and I hope you're having a Jerry-tastic day. I'm actually having a pretty good day. I can't argue. So yeah, it's just one of those things that like that was the wow, if you hit that, I would have flashed and we would have killed his ass. Like so hard. His ass would have been dead. So, I mean, I know when my first bad taste in my mouth happened when they did the first rule revision, and I was slated to become a spell singer, and like it was all set, and that was the weekend I was gonna learn, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, we're doing the rules update, so we're locking everyone else from spell singing," and then it was like 2 years. It was just like that I'm holding on to like build points for this thing that may or may not come back. You know, which is why I don't blame, I really don't blame Akiri from leaving and becoming a paladin. Because let's be honest, at the end of the day, he had hundreds, if not thousands of build points just doing nothing. Maybe not thousands, but definitely hundreds. Yes, a boat tongue. But like I did the side quest, I did the adventure, I did my solo mission with the Lorelei. I did the time skip with freaking Bill's character. You know, where like I got to actually like see the histories past of the Five Lions and stuff like that, so I can understand the stories and stuff like that. Like I did all of that stuff, everything that's required, and then it was like, yes, you are finally going to be no. What? And I think it was just such a like bad choice, you know, to like just be like, yeah, this one thing, we're just locking everyone out of it for an unspecific amount of time. We don't know when it's coming back or if it's coming back, but everyone's just locked out from it. Well, is anyone else locked out? Nope, just you select people. Oh, Sully permed? Oh, shit. Has it really been that long since I've played? Holy shit. I didn't realize it was that long since I played. Like, I know it's been a while. So then, yeah, it would have to be 2009 then. Because I played the first year of the rewrite, and then the bullshit happened, which I'm not going to talk on a recorded line or anything. And then I quit Lair because of the bullshit. I'm sure you know what the bullshit is. But this is definitely not the place to let out a red herring like that. You know? This is definitely not the forum for that. This, that, tank, go. greatest code in the history, man. I have been watching so much Penn and Teller fool us that I've gotten really good at throwing in little hints. The mysterious hints that to the person makes perfect sense, but for everyone else, it just blows over their head. Are you still living like way the hell out of state? Because I remember you moved out of state for a while. Oh, so you're in Rhode Island. Do you still play... Do you still come back for Lair? From there? Holy shit. Trouble makes it so I have no work assignment. Oh, okay. You still doing, you were cable. I don't know if you're still cable or not. I remember you were the cable guy, I was the telephone guy. No, I work for a pool company as a technical. Oh, that's cool. Hey, we won. Bam. What I always wanted. 3,000 orange essence. Yes. Got 3,000 orange essence. Yes. Oh my god, I'm having flashbacks. Was anyone around for this other than me? Hey! And by this, I mean the song. This is the season 4 song. I don't even have to bring up the title. I know what it is. Do, do, do. I dumpstered that ribbon? Yeah, you did. Did not listen to the songs that much back in those days. Alright, we're banning Mundo because no one knows how to build grievous wounds.
Don't think you a big sissy. and sword, always for Demacia.
So, oh man, I love remembering the early days of Lair when I was playing, and like I had a good time and I didn't have to worry about, like, for anyone who doesn't know, Lair is the organization I was part of. It was a Boy Scout explorer group of LARPers. And if you don't know what LARPing is live action role playing. Basically, you go get dressed up and go out in the woods and fight creatures and stuff like that. Anyone who's here for our first Halloween, the first Halloween on this channel, I wore my Alexander outfit then, and I talked back then about like this feeling of like the weight of wearing your character's clothing. It still holds truth. Like putting on the old outfit, you feel a certain weight, just like, you know, from that character just like pressing down on you all of a sudden. It's just like, oh. Because you got to remember, you know, like sitting at a table with friends and rolling dice is one thing. Being with a group of friends where you are role-playing your character and you get into situations where you are literally back to back and your character's life's on the line and the guy behind you character's life on the line, and you're surrounded and trying to figure out how you're going to survive this and all the goofy things you've done for over the years, you know, and then like you don't wear that outfit for years pass, and you put that outfit on, those memories flood in. It's just like, oh, this weight just like pushes down and you're just like, oh, I remember this outfit all too well. And it's like, if you ever seen any of those movies of like, you see like the medieval knight, or you see the like the king or whatnot who hasn't worn his battle armor or this one specific battle armor or carried this one specific sword in a long time, and they pick it up and they're holding it, or they're wearing their armor and they're just like, you could see the look on their face of just remembering that feeling, that moment in the past that they have not felt in so long. And it's like all the weight and everything behind that just hits you in one hit. That's what I felt that first Halloween when I put that outfit on. I wasn't expecting it. There was a guy named Bill who did that once when we summoned the hero's graveyard to bury someone, and Bill's character came out. And it was just like, I haven't worn this outfit in 9 years. And I'll tell you right now, the way I'm feeling just like right now. And I was like, oh, you know, I was new to Lair at the time. I was new to LARPing. I didn't understand. And then I LARPed for like 9 years as Alexander or something like that. Some ridiculous amount of time. And to not wear it then for like 6, 7, 8 years, and then to put it on was just like, oh, I know this feeling. I know this, you know, and then like memories start flooding your head of all these things you did, and you know, the good memories, the bad memories, you know, and it's really cool but sad at the same point, because like you get hit with both. And I'm sure there's people out there that aren't sentimental, that put on an old outfit and, you know, they're just like, whatever. And I feel like it's probably got to be the same for like cosplayers. Like if a cosplayer has an outfit that they put on and they wore, you know, to a convention, you know, and they hung out with their friends and had good times, and then like they put it in their closet and they forget about it, and then like one day they're just like, you know, I'm gonna use this cosplay. I haven't worn it in years. I still fit the outfit. Why not? I feel like cosplayers probably feel that also from time to time. I'll have to ask my friends that are cosplayers if they experience it, because it'd be cool to find out. But like you really do see it, like especially like when they do movies and stuff like that, of like the old king or the old knight, or like someone having to return to something, and like they put that armor on, or they They pick that sword up they haven't felt in like so long. And it's just like, it's like riding a bike, you know? Like, you start putting it on and the memories start flooding and, you know, just natural process takes over at that point of just like, I know what to do, you know? I know what's up. You know what's up. We all know what's up. I canceled my auto there. Not good. Spin. Cancel my auto again. Because I'm awful. This should be up soon. Hecarim is my problem. So we're going to put my anti-Hecarim ward right here. My anti-Hecarim ward. But I'm glad like this is not like some just like innate thing that like you understand what I'm talking about, Drake. Weapons that I see that remind that we're running around. This I won't lie. In my in my my garage, I still have hold on. I gotta remember the spell song because it'll let me remember his name. Sir Joel. I have Sir Joel's shield and sword. And I have Sir Gilleron's shield and sword. And there was always like this part of me that wanted to go back to Lair with their shields and swords. And just, especially Sir Joel, because I know he still plays. I don't know if Gilleron still plays or not. But like there's this part of me that wants to go back with their sword, you know, especially Sir Joel, and just see the look on his face as like I enter the foray with, you know, his old shield. I mean, I don't think it's going to affect Gilleron as much as it would affect... Oh, Gil's the Phoenix now? So the Phoenix is back. Hey, Talon, you know, paying attention, that would help. Like, really, it would. Like, I literally was fighting just south of you for, like, 7 years. Begging. But yeah, I don't know if it would affect him. So wait, hold on. So Gilleron's back as Gilleron, or is the player back as another character that happens to be the Phoenix? Because I remember Gilleron was of the Order of the Phoenix. It was him. Oh, there was 4 of them. So, oh my god. I would so want to come back with Gilleron's sword and shield in hand. Up to him as the Phoenix. Oh, that'd be funny as shit. Just to see the look on his face. I believe the last time I saw you, you dropped these. and I swore I would come back for you. I guess I don't have to come back for you anymore. But that was so sad. That was, I can tell you right now from, I could tell you from a player perspective, one of my favorite moments was definitely like just getting to just have fun with people and hang out and just do cool things. But I could tell you the worst moment was that moment, like, it was me and you, wasn't it? When we had to leave Gilleron, right? And we had to make the hard choice whether we were going to go in or not. Yeah, the Mummy Lord. Oh my God. So you understand that moment, like when, like I remember we were looking at each other and you knew that I was contemplating the crazy because I was carrying the shard of the Philosopher's Stone at that point, and anyone who had no alchemy would turn to stone if they held it. And I'm just like, I just have to give him this stone. If I can get him the stone, he lives. And it was just like two people just at that moment just like contemplating the crazy to try and save someone else. And then it was just like, I think what happened was, like, at the end of the day, I think the game master that was there handling the scenario saw the hard situation we were facing and then made the decision for us. Yeah, definitely. The third one was definitely the voice of reason at that point. I remember the one thing I did contemplate, and this is between me and you, and I'm sure it's lost in the annals of history, so even if I were to like try and like do something with it, they would just be like, no. It was my first adventure ever. I didn't know what I was getting involved with. I didn't know I was signing up for an adventure, you know, to go somewhere. And we wound up going into some prism. And while we were there, I may have inadvertently released one of the two brothers of the Forge of Hell. He says inadvertently. I actually didn't know. I didn't know. And so, like, he was like, he looked at me and he's like, let me see your character card. I'm like, all right. Because part of that one brother's whole, like, thing was if you were not a blacksmith or some form of forge, he would just kill you outright, even if you helped him. The person who freed him had to be a blacksmith or something, or else he was just going to kill him. And so he grabs my card and he sees all mercantile skills, right? And he's just like, oh, this is great. So he's like, he wraps your arm around you and the two of you disappear. And the group freaks out at this point because my character just disappears out of the blue. And the next thing I know is we're walking down a street somewhere. And I'm like, hey, where we go? And he's like, I want to show you something. And he showed me the cold forge that hadn't been lit in years at this point because the two brothers were separated. And I'm just like, okay. That's a thing, I guess. And, he was just like, I owe you 3 things. You get to choose 3 things right now that you get to have. And I'm like, I don't know what to ask for. Because I still don't know I'm in hell in the Hell Forge. I didn't know. I don't know. I'm new to this damn game. I just had some guy speak in my head, free me. And I'm just like, all right, I'll free you. Because I'm stupid and I see you have anvils and shit like that. And I'm all about the mercantile shit. So how bad could you be? I'll free you. What do I need to do? Take this hammer and slam it into this and do this, this, and this. Alright, do you have the requisite skill? Level 1 character? Here's my character card. Holy f***, you do. I'm like, yeah. He's like, alright. So I freed him, and then he wrapped his arm around me. Next thing I was in the Hell Forge, didn't know. I was like, I don't know, what am I doing here? You know, all scared out of my mind, you know, like, because this is level 1 character. And that's when, what devil was it that I met? Oh, God. The evil god of the forge. What the hell is his name? Was it Pid? I can't remember off the top of my head. But that's when I met him, too. And he thanked me for my service. Didn't know I was talking to some, like, archdemon. He was the old story master when I first started playing. With like the short brown hair plaited. And he had like the patchwork face. Like he had the patched up face of like orc skin and troll skin and all that. Yeah, the name's escaping me too right now. So at least you understand what I'm talking about. But like he was there too, and that's how I wound up becoming friends with him. Yeah, Gene played him. But like I became friends with him at that point too. He would visit me when I'd sleep in the forge. Like when Gene was playing, Gene would put on that outfit just to go to the forge and would wake me up banging on the hammer. And so they and you gotta remember, I'm low level character at this point, right? I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I've become friends with these 2 people, and they're like, ask for 3 things and they are yours. I'm like, I wish to become the greatest blacksmith in the land. And they're like, done. And so here I am, level 1. And I'm build indebted for level 6 blacksmithy. So I was negative build because they just gave me level 6 blacksmithy, cold forging, and they gave me soul forging. I was like, okay. Take this shit. Take this shit. Someone take this shit. Take this shit. You take this shit. I already have a blue buff. And it's like, all right, now your second thing. I'm like, I wish to become an alchemist. And he's like, done. And so that's how, like, I got my first rank in alchemy. No one understood how I got my first ranks in alchemy. It was because of that. Like, you're level 1? Who trained you alchemy at level 1? It was just like, some guy. He seemed nice. He gave me cheese and crackers. And so they were like, what is the third thing you wish? Balfagor, there it is. I was like, I don't know. And so they go, I just remember he was just like, fine. If there's ever anyone who ever bothers you, perform this act, I will know you are calling. And when I know you are calling, I will take that person and forge them into a weapon for you. It was at this point I realized I was dealing with a not very good person. You know, because I once someone says, give me a name. I just need their whole name and I will summon them and turn them into a weapon for you. I'm like, okay, I know when people, when demons start going, give me a name, I know that's not good. There's nothing good about this now. We have left the realm of good. Good is gone. Good is off the table. We have stopped being good. We have left this realm. It is gone. We have now joined the realm of gray to dark. Good has left the building. Good has ceased to be. And it was at this point, like literally as he said that, he like went like this, and that's when they hit the lights and the forge lit up. And that's when I could see the skulls and the blood and everything. I was just like, oh, this is not good. What did I do? What did I agree to? Because before it was dark, and it was dark and cold. You couldn't see anything. It was at night. You know, but like when they lit up the forge, it was just like skulls and blood. I was just like, shit. Mistakes were made. So like I forever held that in my back pocket, right? That was literally in my back pocket. And the first time I ever thought about using it was on Silk. When Silk threw out the blood debt on my head was the first time I ever went, I can make him go away. I can make him go away. There's nothing he could do to stop it. I have the card in my pocket. I go into the freaking Game Master's room and I literally hand it to him and go, I want his weapon. I know, right? Thanks. Am I not supposed to be wearing my work shirt while I'm playing? Oh, I can understand that. But it was just like, it was just so funny that like here on this level 1 person, they created this like side mission that would require like someone with like ridiculous build to be able to do, because like they would require like so much like smithing that no one walks in with. Yeah, totally normal. Like, you know, you just get whisked away to somewhere and you're just like, oh yeah, this is just a normal day. Oh, like literally, that's literally how it worked. It's just like, I'll explain to you what I was described. Like, it's like you see a man, he's standing there, frozen in ice, and you see ice coming down on him, and you see a forge next to him that's cold, and you see across the way is a hammer, and on the forge is a broken sword. I'm like, and I literally looked at the guy running it, the storyteller running it, and I go, can I reforge the sword? Simple question. And he looked at me, and he'd never seen me before. I was level 1. I was new guy. Right? He's like, let me see your card. And I showed him the card, and when he saw that I had the requisite skills to do it, he's like, yeah, you can f***ing do that if you want. Because he knew no one was going to do it, but here I am, level 1. Like, it's the perfect, like you read about this in all the stories. Like, all the stories. Like, every book you could ever open is always about like some dude, you know, that didn't know any better. All right, Danny, thank you for the games, man.
Shorty, you the best. You the best.
There we go. And good luck tomorrow with the state. I won't be there. And it was just like anytime you read any of those old stories, it's always like the unsuspecting, the unknowing, the, you know, unwitted, the person who doesn't know the story, the person who doesn't understand the ruins that are on the, like, the dwarven ruins. I don't know what any of that says. I just saw a sword that was broken in a forge and was like, can I fix that? Of course you can. And so when Master Silk put out the blood debt on my head, I thought about doing it. And what's funny is I went to the forge and I summoned him. I summoned Balfador. I summoned him. And Gene's like, yes. And at that point, Goose knew about this deal I had. Right? Knew about this deal. And when I stormed off to the forge, he knew. Like, I don't know if he just knew or if it was just like this sixth sense. He showed up and like banged on the door. And I was just like, I answered the door, opened the door. And as I opened the door, he's like, you need to let me in now. And as I let him in, freaking Gene's character, you know, goes invisible. So that way he can't see him. And he's like, please don't tell me you're planning on using that, your debt. I'm like, I might have already started the process. And so he literally went, give me 2 days. If on Sunday I don't have this fixed, you could do whatever you want. I'm like, all right, because of you, I respect you. I'll give you 2 days. And so I Goose walked out, and I turned around and looked at Gene's character. He came out of invisibility. I'm like, we're going to have to delay a few days. You don't mind, right? He's like, you have cracker and cheese and beer? And I'm like, of course I do. And we sat there and bullshitted for the rest of the night. Here I am, Dark Demon God, and we're just having cheese, crackers, and beer. Just like 2 old friends meeting up. Yep, the hierarchs were always placated by food. This is why I always carry jerky in my back pocket. You know why? Because when Struzzi's hierarch showed up, I'm like, would you like jerky? And he's like, I would love jerky. And then I'd feed him. I loved it. I loved every moment of it. Like, I used to feed all of the hierarchs. But you got to remember, I was known by most of the hierarchs and didn't even realize it. You know, you don't get to become friends with a hierarch and not get known by the other hierarchs. But when it finally came out was, remember when they were doing the rules reset and we did that play test? And they withdrew all of the hierarchs. I looked at him and was like, does that technically negate my deal? You know, I showed the storyteller. He's like, yeah, technically your deal's negated. It's gone, you know, because the hierarchs and the brothers of the forge are gone. So you can't summon them to do this anymore. I'm like, all right, can I use it during the play test? And they're like, sure. And I just remembered Steve came onto the battlefield, right? Almighty Steve with all of his build, and I've been playing there for the last 47 years. I know it's less than 47, but like that's literally the weight of Steve coming onto the battlefield. And like, I just remember I turned and looked at Gene. And because Gene was there, you know, just to like see it, I'm like, Gene, can I borrow you? He's like, why? I need to summon you. He's like, why? I'm allowed one last time to use this before you go away as a character. So, I want Steve's soul. He's like, just give me his full name. And I'm like, so I read out his entire name, like all the middle names and everything he has and all of his titles, read it out. Because I wrote down everyone's names because it's what my character did. He was a lunatic. And I read out the whole thing. He's like, I will get him and make him into a weapon. Gene walks around the battlefield, puts his hand on Steve's shoulder and goes, come with me. And then goes, we both disappear. And like Steve looks at the person running the play test and goes, what? He goes, yeah, go with him. 10 minutes later, a grumpy Steve with a white headband on walks out of the forest. Gene walks up to me and hands me a sword. And goes, here he is. He's yours now. I'm just like, oh my God. Steve was so angry at me. Steve was so angry because I was the first one ever to defeat him. I mean, it was in a playtest setting. But, you know, it was fun. I will never be able to use it. It's gone. But, you know what? In the playtest, I was playing a Dark Spellsinger. And they told me to run a smart Dark Spellsinger. They're like, we want to use... That's when me and... oh, what the hell's her name? I was playing Evil Akiri. And she was playing... Oh, God, what the hell's her name? Oh, God, I can't remember her name. I'll remember it later, but it doesn't matter for the purpose of the story. But she was playing the evil version of herself, And it was just like, now I have a sword with Steve's character talking in my ear, going, "Free me, man! Why'd you do this?" It's like, what was that? Slay living? What? Let me see your character card. I get everything that's on it. Give me your character card. He was so upset. Like, he swore, like, he swore he was never gonna forgive me because, like, I ruined his day. And I'm just like, Steve, the playtest at the end of the day was not made for you. Let's be honest. That was the joke then, was like, Steve, for anyone, so I can catch you all up, Steve's character was the oldest character in Lair. Steve had been playing since basically before Lair was Lair. And so his character was like uber crack powerful and had like, he's still the oldest, yeah. And so the joke was, when the playtest came out, was eventually your character cannot get any better. That's the limiting factor that they were doing to try and like curtail Steve. And I remember the big thing we came up with was like, we were like, that's kind of messed up because like Steve won the game. Like, Steve won Lair. You know, he won. He won. Congratulations, you won Lair. Like, if there's a winning of Lair, you won Lair. And we were like trying to fight for him. Like, dude, it's kind of like bad that like you're just gonna remove him from the game. You know, like, you're basically just neutering him. Like, what would be his reason of ever playing the character? And their response was, well, he shouldn't, because the character's at this point where it should retire. And it was a messed up reason. I mean, I know the reasoning why. It was the people who were running the playtest didn't like Steve and Gina, but we won't go into that. But what do I know? No, I'm not gonna be able to go in on that. Now I don't know if they ever went through with that, like the self-limiting thing that they were planning on or not. I hope not. I think it's really awful, because it really does like ruin the fun of like, if I get my character to X point, I can't get stronger anymore. I know they were trying to sell it as like, but look, even a level 20 character in Dungeons and Dragons doesn't get any stronger. No, they have prestige levels, idiots. Okay, so they did put the limiter on, just they didn't make it eventually hit 0. I guess there's some consolation in that then. I'll call that a success then. Oh, that's still slow as hell. A level a year? Ooh. I'd be so sad about that. Because, like, here's my thing. This would be my whole argument over the whole thing. Would be like, all right, fine. You wanna impose this limit? Then why is someone who is playing X character, right? Like, why am I paying as much as someone, who's getting way more build than I am? Like, it just feels like too much of a penalty for, like, it feels like too much of a penalty at that point. It really does. So yeah, but even if we were to use D&D, D&D has the rules in place for level 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And let's be honest, in the greater scheme of things, it's not like the game gets easier for him the more build he has. He could still die like the rest of us. Yes, this is true. I have friends that go to, what the hell is the name of the LARP? I have friends that go to the one where the world is over, or like it's the post-apocalyptic one. No, not Mythic Journeys. No. It's one of those ones I'll remember it once I hear it. Dystopia Rising. There it is. Dystopia Rising is expensive as shit. I had friends trying to convince me to go to that. I'm just like, oof. Ooh. But that's also the difference between a for-profit entity versus a non-for-profit entity. Yep. Most LARPs are for-profit entities. The reason why Lair is as cheap as it is because they get a lot of things for free because they are a non-profit organization. And they're non-profit because they're through the Boy Scouts Explorers. Which is why, when I was the health marshal, I was able to write off my mileage going to Lair. True story. Because I was working for a non-profit organization. My accountant was the one that figured that one out. See, BSA is no longer allows LARPing SCA events or anything with physical contact. Oh, really? So what? Are they still an explorer troop? Or is that gone? Change this thing or not sure. I think that's gone. Interesting. Well, I could tell you, if all of a sudden they no longer have to worry about being a non-profit organization, you might see their prices go up then. Because they'd have no reason not to now. Because they're going to have to pay for the campsite now. It's not been a BSA camp for 10 years. So who owns the camp? Two or three people. Ron the Ranger. Well, I'm glad to see Ron the Ranger is still Ron the Ranger. I always thought that was a sweet giggy he had. I won't lie. Here's your free house. Here's your free electric. Oh, yeah, I know. That's why I was, like, initially when you first mentioned about Ron, like, the camp being sold and no longer BSA, I'm like, yo, that sucks. Because, like, my mind immediately went to Ron the Ranger. You know, like, no longer having a house. Shit. This way. This way, Idjit. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good. Damn. I shouldn't have gone in there. That was my own mistake. But yeah, like that would have sucked. Because Ron the Ranger was Ron the Ranger for like even longer than there was Lair. Ron the Ranger was Ron the Ranger back when I was in Boy Scouts going to Camp Canatini. I knew Ron the Ranger from back then. When he was a young and spry Ron the Ranger. Which is why, like, I used to go up to camp early just to see Ron, because he was cool people. Like, I used to go up so early on Friday just to meet up with Ron and, like, go through the trails and everything and clean up. I mean, I jokingly called it, I'm going up there for health marshal time, because if I help him clean brushes and stuff like that, that at the end of the day, it'll be better for me because I'll have less injured people. But in the actuality, it was Steve would go up early for lunch and have lunch with Ron, and then we go clear trails. I will say though, like leaving Lair hurt. Like it really did. Like when I left Lair, it hurt. Like I didn't want to leave Lair, but because of the situation, I felt like my hands were tied. Like I felt like I didn't have a choice in the matter. But when my job was offering me more money, and they were like, "Hey, we'll give you some more money if you switch to doing hours on weekends," I was like, all right, you know what? This makes the choice so much easier at this point. Because then it's just like, all right, I'm choosing this for a job, a career. You know, I'm not doing this because I'm quitting Lair. I'm leaving Lair because of work. Yeah, that's it. That's what I told myself, and I told everyone else. But in actuality, I left for the issue. And it hurt. It really did, because like Lair was such a part of me for so long. And I loved LARPing because, like, it literally, like, for anyone who makes fun of LARPing, it's literally just acting. At the end of the day, it's acting. It's acting with play fighting and the whole 9 yards. So if you even inspire even a little bit to be an actor or an actress, it's like perfect practice. I mean, the other thing I can honestly say, you know, thank you to Lair for, was I was like super shy man. Like I was such a shy bubble of a man back then. And you know, like when Lair came out, you know, and I started going to Lair, and then I wound up becoming Alexander Shimley, you know. The flashes and everything. But like literally it was just like, it really was sad. It was sad to leave after so long. And it was sad because like I had a lot of good friendships. I had a lot of good, you know, like really good friendships. And it was almost like, I guess the best way to explain it is like, you know how like when you're in high school and you make all those friends in high school and then you look at each other, you know, and you're like, we're gonna be friends forever and ever, and you're gonna call me every night and I'm gonna call you every night, and then like maybe for the summer you're still talking, but then all of a sudden, you know, like college starts and like you don't really talk to people from high school anymore, and you know, you think back to those days and you're just like, man, it was so fun. You know, I want to go back. I would love to go back. I'd love to see the old faces and the old people, but I really can't. There's jerks like me that, dude. And those are the people I like. I really do appreciate. Like, I can tell you right now, of the Lair crew, right? The only person besides you right now that I've talked to is no one. Literally. But like that, it's also harkens back to my like my first time I went to college. Like when I went to college initially, I don't talk to any of my friends the first time I went to college. You know, because just shit happened, you know? Has to be warded. I think we're gonna lose 3 there. Just back out. Just back out. It's not worth. I mean, I won't lie. Like, that's why I said it's like when they had the reunion, right? I got contacted by a bunch of people I hadn't heard from in a long time, and they're like, "Yo, are you coming back?" And I'm like, And there was a part of me that wanted to, but like, again, my fear is if I bring Alexander out, right? That they're going to, you know, there's going to be that group of people, which I know are still there, that are going to target my character. And they'll get the satisfaction of killing my character. And you know what? As it sits right now, they don't get to have that satisfaction at all. I still get to be Alexander Shimley, Master of the Alchemist Guild, and somewhere out there doing something. But they wanted me to go back at one point to just... They were like, can you just come back and just teach people alchemy? And I'm like, under one condition. And they're like, what's that? I have the same power as Silk had. And they're like, well, what do you mean? I was like, well, Silk was basically invincible. Like, NPCs were told never to go after Silk. Yes. And that was the whole thing, is they wanted me to come back. And I'm like, all right, if I'm coming back, my entire job is to teach. That's what I want. I'm there to teach. You could send NPCs. You want to do a whole classroom thing and have the students show up, and I will teach a full bore professional level course of alchemy and stuff like that. Because that's what I did. It's like anyone who actually learned alchemy from me, I taught science. Like, I literally was teaching chemistry and stuff like that. And of course, it was like basic chemistry and stuff like that of like, notice here when you take the water, fill it with powder, how the water acts. Now watch as I take my fingers with this greasy substance and place it inside. Notice how it acts as almost like a lubricant. Now we're going to apply that principle this way, you know? And so like that I was like, you want me to come back and do this, and you want me to come back as a teacher, I will teach. But I want the same powers that Silk has. With the understanding of, I'm doing this as a favor for you guys. I'm not doing it for me. I was like, if you want, you can even call me an NPC. I was willing to NPC my character, if that's what it required. I can't go back now. Because I know that's what happened with Silk. Silk was an NPC. But as much as he was an NPC, he was also a freaking PC. Because he started as a PC. Doo-doo. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's go B. Alright, there's that. But yeah, so there's a lot of people that hit that point, you know, in the game. Like, I know they've offered Steve to make him into an NPC. Like, it's like once you get to that certain point, it's just like, they're like, alright, come on, bro. I can't send an NPC out to give you a challenge. Because if I do, the NPC is going to kill everyone. So why don't we just make you an NPC? Oh, they did? Yes. Kelly says it sounds like a lot of drama. It's more drama than it had to be because... like, literally, it was way more drama than it needed to be. We got back off this. Oh, yeah. That's the whole thing is like, so for Lair, here's the thing. There are a lot of people that go to Lair and have a lot of fun, and it's drama-free fun. And as long as you go there and you have fun and you just do your thing, you're fine. The drama starts coming in when, like, you start trying to do things that... Like, I'm trying to think of what's the best way to put this. When you start to just, like... The best way to not have drama at Lair, or at any LARP, is literally, like, because I was part of a V-LARP also, a Vampire LARP. And when I was part of the Vampire LARP, it had drama too, but the thing was, what minimized it the most was literally, like... was when you just go to have fun, you know, but like my problems stem from other things externally from Lair. Like my drama that I dealt with was because of external issues. You know, it wasn't anything that happened because like my character shit on this person's character and so like my drama came from like all external issues. Like that's what I'm saying is notice how when I say like, oh, I'm afraid people are going to metagame my character and kill my character, not because of what my character did, but because of me. Because someone has a problem with me. And that's the whole thing. Is like it was external bullshit. And that's what it comes out to. Is just don't deal with the external bullshit. Or, as I'll write to you in private because you know about the thing. There you go. That's the other one. Follow that one simple rule and you will have all the fun in the world at a LARP. Oh. Oh, I'm so close. We're waiting 40. We're like waiting this 40. My only problem is I have no lifesteal. This would give me lifesteal. But this will give me damage. They have a bunch of magic damage. Let's try this. Worst case scenario, we'll switch up. But this was said is when I was playing the game before the external issue happened, dude, I had so much fun. It was the best entertainment value per hour I've ever had out of a game. I didn't get my spin off in time. I did it. I consumed it. Yeah. Well, so I always like when I play video games and stuff like that, I always look at video games as I take cost and then divide it by hours. And so like I did the math and it was just like, you know, a Lair weekend would cost me like with food and everything like 60 bucks, you know, I'm talking with gas and everything. It was like 60, 70 bucks, right? 70 bucks for what amounts to 60 hours of gameplay was like amazing. It's like almost $1 per hour gameplay value. Damn. All right, man. Oh yeah, definitely. Well, here's the thing. So I stream every day. Some streams are definitely much longer than others, depending on work. So you can always find me here. That's the number one. So if you, I'm sure you had I think you followed like a couple months back. A year ago. You followed a year ago. So I'm always here. My number hasn't changed, so if you have my telephone number, feel free to hit me up there. And my Facebook has never changed. Alright, so let's go. Yeah, just hit me up on Facebook. Worst case scenario. If you don't have my number, I'll give you my number. I mean, if you look down below, I have a Google number if you ever want to call there. That is the most happy, carefree line ever. Like, it's literally like, hi and thanks for calling. It's like the happiest boy ever on that voicemail. One of these days, I'm gonna have to call it like live on stream, just so you guys can hear it. It's kind of silly, but like that line's there to like try and be like a place for people to either vent or talk about their awesome time. But listen, sleep well and sweet dreams, and as always, man.
Shorty, you the best. You the best.
They're gonna ban Garen, aren't they? They're gonna ban Garen. Alright, they didn't ban it.
Always for Demacia.
I did it. Oh, man. Oh, let's change skins again. Yeah, let's do the blue and gold. The blue and gold. Oh my god. Oh my god. Kel, if you're still here. I know I sent you one of these earlier. But I do find this funny, and I want to share this with the class. Oh, shit. If you hard, you hard. Wow. Deep meanings right there. Oh, God. If you are... If you are hard, you are hard. Here we go, it's party time! Do do do, do do do, do do do. Let's drop the sword and dance. It's all about the dance. Dance. Oh, man. You work the full day tomorrow, right, Kel? And the message is being written as we speak. Ooh. You should go to bed then. Oh, and hi, Sam. Scroochy, scroochy, scroochy. Wait, how did I... The hell? How did I hit level 3? How did I hit level 3? I shouldn't be level 3 yet. That camp should have been what made me level 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. What song is this? I don't remember League doing this song. I sleep in today. Oh, look at Sammy Boy. Sammy Boy, best boy. I shouldn't say that too loud. Can you read? I'm just pointing out, bro, that like Oh, man. Oh, you didn't get a shot off on him. That's the saddest storyline right there. Let's see if we can punish the kill. Trying to punish Kale right now. Wow, the big bad Garen picked on me. Shit. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's not good at all. There's bad and there's what just happened there. Got any buffs on you? I hope you die. Wow. Woo! I'm pushing for the tilt. I'm trying to tilt him so bad. I want his tilt button pushed so hard. Okay, let's go. We're gonna try and help bottom lane. We already cleared the pink, but he might have. Oh, try and get to me. Try and get to me. Come on, girl. Come on. don't know if I can defend this. I'm gonna try. We have flash for this, so we can kill Vel'Koz. Oh, there's gotta be a freaking ward here. There's a ward here, isn't it? Where's the ward? Where's the ward? Gotta hold off, gotta hold off, gotta hold off. Ooh. Juicy fruits, please. I need you guys to get there a hell of a lot faster than you did. Ooh, they might get this. Nice. Don't die, don't die, don't die. Damn. Oh. Need another pink out here somewhere. Probably have to drop pink here.
Be bold. Be just.
I know you're baiting. I know you're baiting. There's 4 there. The worst part is I knew they were baiting. I didn't realize Vel'Koz was there too. If it was just the 3, I think we would have been okay. But the second Vel'Koz started hitting was when it became a problem. That's their dragon. Easily. You know what the worst part is I need to start listening to that voice in my head when like I'm noticing something. I'm like they're so baiting right now. Like this is the most obvious bait in the history of baits, and I'm just like, and I overestimate like what's going on because I just funnel in and I just go, all right, I know there's at least one other person there, and I gotta respect Lissandra and Ashe's ults. I really do. Because they both have hard CC. And although I have ways out of slow once every 5 seconds, it's still not like a good way out of slow. But it's not a way out of hard CC, so it's just like... But that's that moment like when like you're watching professional League of Legends and you just see like the professional player taking the bait. Push this shit up. Oh, 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 my balls. Alright, so there's a pink there. Get to me, get to me, get to me. I need my shield, I need my shield. Alright, that's good. Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god! Oof! Oof! Oh! Oh my god. Oh, oh god. I don't know what I was watching there. Who put up the surrender? Oof, 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 oof. Should probably get Mercury Shards because they have a lot of that. We get some more spins. What are we at? We're at 11 spins right now. They're up 2 dragons because they've had some unfortunate deaths. Really? Spear of Sojin? Second item? Don't know if I agree with that, but sure. The hardest thing is going to be the Ashe Lysandra. Live, live, live. Just run. Damn. We're about to lose mid. We're gonna lose mid. Goodbye, mid. So we have 2 open lanes. Wow, that was... Ooh. They took my red buff. What bitches? I mean, I would have taken their red buff if it was reversed, so... All's fair in love and war, I guess. Right now, the only answer for Jax is me. Alright, so they know I'm here. Holy shit. 13, 5, and 10. Don't count on me. The Xerath. I mean, I guess there's truth in advertising. Well, all right, we should have enough for Phantom Dancer now, all right? I want to have Phantom Dancer before the last fight. Because now I have Lifeline. GG idiots. Like, I almost want to tell Jax, like, Jax, you did not. Alright, we're not giving it to you. We'll give it to Kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Meow, meow, meow. Like, literally. Like, all he had to do was, at one point when I called him out and he was low health, he should have backed. He should have known I was going to run the scuttle too. I crossed over mid. He saw me on minions. Cross mid. So he knows I'm 90% health and he's like 10, 15% health. In what world do you have a chance? You know, like, I've already showed you I out-damage you once, which is why you're at 15% health. What made you think you could, like, you know, win that fight? Let's see his normal play. Always interested to see this stuff. Oh, he's normally an 80 carry. He plays some jungle. I don't know why he picked Jax, though. No, I guess he plays a lot of all-in junglers, it looks like. Yeah, he's an all-in jungler. What time is it? 1 o'clock. Alright, all my missions are done for the day. So let's switch to ARAM. Let's play a couple games, and then I'm going to go to bed so I can get a good night's rest. Most importante. Oh. Ooh, I got to do something real quickly. 1 second. Okay, I did it. Haha. I am the best. Ooh. No, I will take that. In a heartbeat, I will take that. No, like, literally. Like, why would I be like, yeah, you know what? Janna sounds fun. Let me go Janna. Oh, man. Oh. Oh god, it's Ivern. It's Ivern. Alright. Need to go in-game mode. Like, I just wanted to point out to, like, the guy. I was just like, listen, like, you could say a champion's overpowered all you want, but at the end of the day, staying on the map that week is a risk. Like, every time I do that Garen, like, let me push this one bush, like, I recognize, like, this is highly unsafe what I'm doing. That's why I put the one ward down and stuff like that. So that way I can have early advanced knowledge if the guy is coming. So that way if they are, I can just abandon. You know, just like I bounce.
Welcome to the Howling Abyss.
Wow, that was super quick. You doing the on? All right, you're not. Well, that worked out well. I mean, my main reason for wanting to try and help the guy, you know, at first, before I turned into, well, I'm complaining, was because at some point in this elo, he's going to be on my team. And I want him to improve. I really do. Because I want him to improve, because if he doesn't, guess what? He's going to be on my team, and it's going to be awful. And I'd rather not deal with that. I'd rather him get better as a player. I want him better as a player, because then next time he's on my team, at least then he could be like, yo, I'm at 10% health. The other jungler's at X% health. Maybe I shouldn't be on this, you know? Really, bro? You're gonna, like, interrupt my guitar solo? Like that? Alright. Fine, I see how it's gonna be. I was just having some sweet guitar licks, and you're just, like, ruining it. Wow, that... I didn't get my thing off in time. Alright, so we got this. This is second. Morellonomicon's third. Zhonya's fourth. Alright, hold on. I just realized this is pentakill. We'll wait 30. It'll take like 5 seconds, but it's worth it. Worth. So much worth. Alright, here we go. Come on, boys. Almost. Almost. Nice. More assists. Actually, I might not need to get the Morellos. Well, you're building Bork, so I need Morellos. I need Morellos for him. So yeah, we'll get Morellos third. Because it'll give me more Magic Pen anyway. Hi. That sucked. That really did suck. All right. Need some more levels. I just need them to push out because I don't feel comfortable ulting on their tower yet. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I hit what's his name with I think we win off of this. I wonder if so this is me just wondering. I wonder if I grabbed what's his name during his slide, like the stun slide, if the stun portion goes away with him. Gotcha. Hell yeah. Gotcha. Oh, man. Oh. So now we've got 15 magic pen there. Wait, this is 15% plus an additional 5. Alright, there we go. Got what I wanted. None of them building magic resist, so I can go Zonia's and then Deathcap. Oh shit!
Ultra combo!
There you go, my friend. Good job. I win the game. Blah! That was bad. That's really bad. That's really, really bad. Super bad. Part of me almost wants to build a Nashor's Tooth instead of this. Yeah, let's get this. Let's do. If we last long enough for Nashors, we're getting Nashors. Okay. Alright, so we gotta ult this time. We got some more pentakill going. I promise you, this is on freaking repeat. Or not repeat, shuffle repeat. Wow, he got out of vision. That really sucked. Let's regen a little bit. Who's killing off people on? All right, so I need to start pulling. I'm pulling Pike, cause like, but I think I might need to just start pulling Twitch. Like, I might have to just start pulling Twitch instead of Pike. My fear is Pike is doing damage. Alright, so I got enough for what you call it right now. Where'd my music go? Music! Music! There we go. Oh, yes. Yes, please. It definitely looks like he is the biggest threat. But I'm definitely going to need, like, my whatchamacall up and running. We're just getting poked out. Like, even if I wanted to go in right now, I really can't. My last item might wind up becoming like Warmogs. Because we're over 3,000 health, and I need to be able to stay up. So let's do Warmogs, because Warmogs is going to give me cooldown reduction anyway. Because it's an additional 10% cooldown reduction. And it'll help me, like, deal with the pokey pokes. That puts me at 30% cooldown reduction, which means I can pull this shit even more. So we need 2k before we can finish Warmogs. We were at 32. So that'll give me basically 4,000 health when it's complete. They have us on the back foot right now. We're still at 2,000, right? Yeah. Like, I might sell my boots at some point. Like, boots might be sold for Death Cap. Or it might be sold for Zhonya's. But like right now I'm getting slowly ticked down. There's nothing I can do about it. But if I get a Warmogs, does Shen have a Warmog yet? No, not yet. Oh. Two seconds, okay, so. Yeah, they didn't have enough time. Not enough time at all. Let's go with Tristana. More of this. How much? My damage was probably... Oh. Ooh, Xerath was actually our damage, huh? That's interesting. Well, he was also our best poke, so... Kind of makes sense. What time is it? It's 1:30. Alright, yeah, I think... Yeah, I think we'll keep... What is this? Thornmail. Yeah, we'll keep Thornmail for tomorrow. I think Thornmail will be a good way to start tomorrow. So yeah, tonight I'm bringing the stream to a close because I am tired. It is 1:30. I've been up for 21 hours right now, so I'm gonna get a good night's sleep and actually get some rest. So tomorrow, we're gonna be playing some more League. Unfortunately, Legends of Runeterra servers were brought down tonight, and the next time they will be back up is going to be on, I think they said, if I remember right, it was November 14th, which kind of makes me sad, but we will revisit it, see what they changed. So far it looks good. You know, for a first try for 1 week long, it was a pretty solid game. Like, honestly, real solid first game. Other than that, I think that will be that. So let's do the ending credits. Let's thanks some pretty amazing people, and then I'm go bed. That's sign language for yes. Bed. Here we go, guys. Ending credits. Button. I pressed the wrong button to start, but somehow it was the right button. Ending credit music is brought to you by Electromina. The name of the song is Summer Vibes. If you enjoy the music, make sure you look them up on Spotify or YouTube. All music on the channel is brought to you by Riot Games and all the music that they put out there for League of Legends. If you like them, make sure you look them up on Spotify. They put every single song out there. 332 songs are currently out there, so if you enjoy their music, make sure you look them up. They're badasses. Also, we got thank yous going to the following people. It's Too Late Now, X Crumbly, Lavi Fur, Daniel 777. It's Too Late Now, Lavi Fur, Daniel 777, Alexander Studio, Bonkers Law, X Crumbland, Pyro Pixie. Thank you guys so much for the host. It is truly appreciated. We also have thank yous going out to New Empire Gaming and the Streamcasters Network, thank you guys so much for the retweets. And this is for all you guys this evening.
Shorty, you the best. You the best.
And finally, a big shout out to the Bully for Twitch Network. The Bully for Twitch Network is channels much like my own, where you go, enjoy yourself, not have to worry about ass goblins ruining your fun, because that's how they have fun. If those channels that you enjoy, make sure you look for the hashtag BullyFreeTwitch on Twitter. Give some love. Tell them I sent you. But guys, if you're going to bed much like me, sleep well and sweet dreams. But if you're planning to stay out in place and work indoors, League of Legends Dota.
World of Warcraft! Leroy Chickens!
Final Fantasy, or any other games that are out there. Have fun, because at the end of the day, it's a game, and that's what it's all about. I don't know what the is wrong with me. Have a great rest of your evening, guys. Hope to see you here tomorrow night with episode 780, but for now, we're bringing episode 779, Freedom from Work O'Clock, to a close. Thank you guys so much for spending some of your time here with me. Really, hope to see you here tomorrow night. We'll go live. Until then, guys, have a great rest of your evening. Good night, everyone. Button.